Matsui for 5 minutes for questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank all the witnesses for being here today. This is a critically important issue for the future of America and really for the future of humanity at large. Now, as co-author of the original CHIPS Act, I know how critical this policy is to strengthen our national security and technological leadership. The CHIPS and Science Act is working as intended, leveraging its $50 billion of government funding to spur a nine-fold investment of $450 billion from the semiconductor industry. Yet President Trump threatened to abandon this once-in-a-generation effort to bring advanced semiconductor manufacturing back to America. And his tariffs are driving up costs to what we need to be competitive in AI, including aluminum, steel, semiconductors, and electronics. This administration's chaos and uncertainty will harm our AI leadership. Dr. Schmidt and Dr. Bhatia, how would dismantling or delaying the CHIPS and Science Act programs impact America's global competitiveness, especially in AI innovation?
Thank you, Congressman Matsui, for your support of the CHIPS Act and our industry over your entire career. We are the only U.S. memory company, and our investments bring tremendous value across leading-edge memory solutions, as well as across other segments like the automotive industry, aerospace, defense. So we believe our investments in our more than $100 billion plan over the next 20 years will bring tremendous value, and we're actually encouraged by the executive order to create an accelerator program for large-scale projects through the CHIPS office, through the Department of Commerce, to be able to ensure that our projects.
So you don't want any slowing down, right? No pausing.
That's right. That's right. I think the accelerator's goal is to be able to make sure that the projects can be successful.
Dr. Schmidt?
A number of us were very strong supporters of your legislation for the following reason. 25 years ago, we made a mistake as a country and we got out of this business. It costs money to get back into it. It costs money to build the factories, to train the people, and so forth. 10 billion of the 50 billion is in new R&D for new kinds of packaging, which will give America a possibility of leading globally in semiconductors. The other 40 is to allow us to have domestic production. Why do we need domestic production? Think national security. Just think about it. It's worth it to our nation to have a supply chain of critical intelligence materials. That is literally the things that do the thinking under your control, Congresswoman.
Okay,
Thank you.
and Dr. Schmidt, I read your testimony. I was very impressed with it, particularly the part about our innovation power, the potent collaboration between government, private industry, and academia. The government, really providing the strategic direction, and the private sector driving innovation, and academia, which fills a pipeline of foundational research and talent. I was wondering, I think it's great to have this collaboration, but I'm wondering because the Trump administration claims are committed to American dominance, yet time and again their actions show the opposite. We should be training and recruiting talent to shape our AI leadership. Instead, more than 75% of U.S. researchers surveyed are considering leaving our country because of the chaos of the Trump administration. President Trump is firing experts in our agency, waging a war against science, and destroying our public research funding system. Mr. Turk, this dismantling of public research and reductions in the federal workforce is it consistent with strengthening U.S. leadership on AI and other emerging technologies?
I think it's absolutely inconsistent. I think this is a huge threat going on right now, hollowing out the expertise in our national government. I certainly got a chance to work with phenomenal expert civil servants in our Department of Energy. We built that institution up for years and years, that kind of talent at our national labs, and to be haphazardly and chaotically firing people, losing that talent at the exact time that we need it, given the global competition we've got in AI and all these other critical technology areas. So I think it's exactly the wrong approach.
Okay. There are other energy technologies the Republicans have historically supported. The bipartisan infrastructure law, we created the Office of Clean Energy Demonstrations to help develop advanced nuclear, hydrogen, carbon capture, and long-duration energy storage. Mr. Turk, what's happening to the Office of Clean Energy Demonstrations under President Trump?
So it is one of the offices that's been decimated the worst. And you just mentioned the incredibly important areas that they're working on. Funding that's been provided on a bipartisan basis from Congress.
time-
And to see
I'm
that
sorry,
being
we're gonna have to-
dismantling is just a
We have to
travesty.
move on.
My time has, I have other questions I'll submit for the record.
Thank you. Thank the gentlelady yields back.